Hey loves, this is Bobby and I'm here with another vlog. And this is going to be a very weird vlog. There are 2 days where I don't update because you will get into that. So it's kind of short, but within that time I kind of got in quite a few books, so it's kind of all over the place. And I found a new favorite book that absolutely surprised me, and I can't wait to get into that one because it blew my mind. And it was not something that I ever would have picked up on my own, so yay. But yeah, there we go. Let's get into the week. I will catch you at the end. Bye. Hey loves, here with a quick Tuesday update. First off, I got my second dose. I am very excited. I will say though, the symptoms are kicking my ass this time around. I've got a really bad headache and I've been nauseous since literally the moment I got it. But hey, I'm good. I will be fine. So let's talk some books. I finished a book today. It was the audiobook I was listening to, and that was The Toll by Neil Shusterman. Oh, I'm going with 2 stars. I thought it was going to be 3. It was for 3 most of it, but that ending. Oh, that ending. I hated it. I hated everything about the ending. Like, literally everything about that ending. Even the very last scene. I hated it so much. I really wish I wouldn't have picked this book up. I wish I would have let the mystery of what was going to happen after Thunderhead just kind of stick, because I already wasn't liking it when I started it. Fast forward 2 years later, I really just hated everything about this. The build-up from the first 2 books, I really liked. Everybody had like their own motivation. Even like our antagonist, Goddard, he was such a despicable character, but he was so motivated in everything he was doing, and he was so methodical on how he was planning everything out. In this book, he turns into a whiny man-child. That is the only way to put his character. When it came to Citra and Rowan, I was really disappointed in their parts that they played in here. I didn't like the way it was handled. I hated the ending though. Holy crap, when I say I hated the ending, I despised the ending. And the whole what happened and what went about, I cannot say anything because I don't want to spoil it, because it literally is the ending. Hit one of my least favorite tropes, and but yeah, the disappointment is so real on this. I love Thunderhead. Thunderhead is like a 5-star, blew my mind type of book. I loved everything about it. I was invested. I cared about all the characters. I hated who I was supposed to hate. I was in awe and everything. This book is horrible. I really, really wish I just would have kept the mystery and never picked it up. That's how much I hated this. So yeah. This might be one of the most disappointing. I know it's only April, but this is like the top contender for most disappointing book I've read this year. Let's get that out of the way. I don't even want to look at it, is how disappointed I am in that book. After that audiobook, I started another one, and I picked this one up specifically because I know it's not going to disappoint me. Like, there is no part of my mind that even has like the slightest inkling that this might disappoint me, because the first one blew my mind and I loved everything about it. And even though I'm only a couple chapters in, my mind is already being blown and I like it. I'm invested. I need more of it. I can't wait to finish it. And that is The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. This is the second book in the Broken Earth trilogy. The 5th season, I loved everything about it. That's one of those books like Way of the Kings, like Stormlight Archive, where I can't even like articulate why I like it so much. It's just everything I loved about it. And that's how it was with the 5th season. I loved everything about it. I liked the setting. I liked the characters. I liked the different writing styles. I loved the world. I loved everything. This takes off exactly where the first book ended, and we're already like full-blown going. We're also we're getting a little more on one of the kind of mysteries that was going on in the first one with where is this child. I don't want to spoil anything. And we kind of get a little background and everything, what happened and what led up to the events of the book. And then like I said, it takes off exactly where the other one left off, where the 5th season left off. I'm just invested in this world. I just need all of the seasons. I want to see just how everything just kind of comes together. And then learning about all of everything that's just happening. Like, I cannot talk about anything because this is the 2nd book and I'm not that very far in. I'm only a couple chapters in. I don't know if I'm going to get this tomorrow. It's all going to depend on how I feel tomorrow. I am off work because how I got my 2nd dose. My boss let me have the day off just in case I felt any side effects or anything. So depending on how I feel tomorrow, I might get in more of this. I might not. I don't know. I'm not in a huge, like, oh my God, I have to finish this. But I'm very much looking forward to it because I know it's going to be better than that. But yes. Read this series. I can like recommend this series and I haven't even finished this series. I've read 1 book and I already recommend it. I love it. I need it. And I want to read more by N.K. Jemisin because I trust her to blow my mind. So yes. And then a physical book, really quick. I started Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. I'm liking this. I am not that far in. I mean, it's not a big book. It's under 150 pages. I'm almost on chapter 5. I'm liking it. It is living up to what I wanted from it, if that makes sense. It's not amazing, but it's what I expected and what I wanted. Like I said, I didn't care for Mongrels, which I read last month from this author. I liked his writing. I just didn't care for the story at all. This one, we're following being told by one of the friends in the group. They decide to prank one of their other friends. She works at a movie theater, and they are going to prank her with this mannequin that they found during their summer. And it goes weird. It gets kind of weird. And then we're told literally from the beginning that all of them die except one of them. It's like literally the opening. This also has one of my favorite like kind of openings to a book. I just like, it sets you up for exactly what you're going to get from it. And I like it. I already know like our main character he's going to be kind of a dick. And I like knowing that going in. I like to know what to expect. The only kind of issue I've had so far is that they are all supposed to be in high school, but mentally wise and the way they're written, they seem a lot younger. Like, I would have thought these kids were like in middle school maybe, like the way the prank is and the way they kind of talk about said prank. And the tone of it, they feel a lot younger than what they are. Like, I think they're supposed to be like maybe 16 or 17 or so, but they feel like more like maybe 13, 14, if that might even be pushing it. So they feel a little too immature, but it feels very B-horror, really weird, kind of funny, like kind of that, tongue-in-cheek dark humor. So I'm hoping that sticks on that. I am liking it. There we go. I'm going to try and finish this. Depending on how I feel, I might kind of read this some more today. Like I said, it's really short and I am liking it. So hopefully I can get through that. My next physical book after that, I don't know. I'm literally just kind of picking off of my TBR, like whatever the hell I feel like. I'm very much a mood reader. So there we go. There is my quick little update. I do not know if I will update tomorrow. Like I said, all depends on how I feel, and I will probably look like crap, but hey. But I will check in with you guys sometime this week. So take care. Bye. Hey loves, here with a Friday update. Yes, I did miss Wednesday and Thursday. As you know, in my last update, I got the COVID, my 2nd shot, and let me tell you, oh my God, it was like getting hit by a truck and then it backed up, ran over me one more time. I got so bad the next day on Wednesday. I was so glad I didn't have to go to work. There was no way in hell I would have been able to get out of bed. I didn't even wake up until I think like almost 11. I couldn't move. My arm was like just dead. It was terrible. And then I called off work on Thursday because I'm like, there's no way. Thank goodness I did because I felt like absolute garbage. It was terrible still. By about 4 o'clock though, I started feeling better. And then today, it's like nothing happened. It was a wild, not very fun ride. Let me tell you that. So I didn't get that much in. I got audiobooks in though, which is great. I ended up finishing The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. This is the second book in the Broken Earth trilogy. Can't talk pretty much anything about it because it is a sequel and it takes off exactly where the one before ended, which is the 5th season. I probably mentioned this on Tuesday. I don't remember though, because yeah, like it's just been a blur. But this was absolutely phenomenal. N.K. Jemisin has written a character in here. You don't like him from the first book because of what he did in the very like opening of it. We didn't really meet him. We didn't know him at all, but we know what he did. If you've read that book, yeah, you probably know who I'm talking about. And through this entire book, he is one of the most like despicable characters. He doesn't even really do anything. He's just horrible. Every time he's there, I'm like, I just hate this guy. I hate him so bad, and I want very bad things to happen to him because he's just an awful person. But it's just prejudice and just, I hated him like the whole time. Every time he would come up, I'm like, yo, you did an amazing job writing this character, because if I'm supposed to hate him, I really, really, really do. But this was freaking amazing. I am in love with N.K. Jemisin's writing. I cannot wait to get into the third book. I did do these on audio. I finished it on Thursday. I didn't really do anything on Wednesday. I couldn't even like sit up in bed, let alone try and even listen. I couldn't even stay awake really, like let alone like listen to an audiobook or even like read anything physically. But this was amazing. I absolutely loved it. If you have read the first book and you loved it, I definitely recommend you finish the series. I am so excited to get into the third book, which is The Stone Sky. I really love the way she has made this apocalyptic fantasy mixed with sci-fi. It is all over the place, but it's awesome. The characters are amazing. This world is brutal. That is the thing I love most about this, is the world is brutal, and not just like people wise, like, or society wise, like the actual like world is just like trying to kill everybody for the most part is what it seems like. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. I cannot wait for the third book. This was 5 stars if you can't tell. I have no doubt that that third book is going to be 5 stars. I need to get to it. I did finish another audiobook though, and this is the one I was really, really nervous about because if you don't know, I have mentioned it, but I do not like nonfiction. I just struggle with it. I cannot read it physically. I have no idea why. So I did the audiobook and holy crap. One, apparently I can enjoy, this is the third nonfiction I have done this year, which is the most I've ever done in my entire life. So, hey, getting out of my comfort zone. They've all been audiobooks though. And I found that not only can I listen to nonfiction audiobooks while I'm like actually doing other things, I can actually like sit on my phone and listen to them, and I don't get too distracted like I'm able to. I don't know why. Maybe it was just this narrator, but yeah, it worked out great. And you know what? I love this. It was a 5-star read. And that is Smoke It's in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doughty. This is actually taking off 2 prompts. One for my bingo, which is to read a book based on a true story. And this is Caitlin Doughty's life experience while she became... She started off in a crematory. That's what she wanted to do, is be an operator that does all that. And then just kind of the death industry and everything on how it is. And then on the Pop Sugar, there is a challenge to read a book that is by a online personality. It could be a vlogger, blogger. She is a vlogger. She does YouTube videos. I will link her down below. I watched one of them and it was really, really cool. And she talks about, you know, the different situations and different, like, kind of history and stuff of, you know, the death industry. 5 stars. Holy crap. I loved this. as someone who has never been afraid of death, I know a lot of people, like, that's just something that sits heavy on them. It's fully understandable. It's the great unknown. No one knows, you know, take out religion or anything, whatever your faith is, whatever you don't have faith. If you don't know, I'm an atheist. Nobody truly knows what goes on when you die. So I know a lot of people, it scares them. For me, it's never been something that scared me. And it's not that I was, you know, pre-exposed to, you know, someone dying when I was young or anything like that. I didn't have my first, like, real death that hit me hard until I was in my 20s. And that was my grandpa. And so it's not something that's ever, like, scared me. So I think that's one of the other reasons why I found this so fascinating, is just, like, to see what goes on behind the caskets, you know, if you want to put it that way. You know, she talks about how much the industry has changed and everything, and then her different experiences that she had been through. And then how, you know, you should think about, no matter your age, you should think about, you know, what you want to happen to your body when you die. There's so many different options out there. I've wanted to be cremated. I think that's the other thing that I really like this for, is that ever since I was really young, and even death became something that we talked about, cremation is just something I don't like the thought of, one, getting put in the ground. It seems like kind of a waste, like with all of how much it costs and everything. And just, I don't know, cremation just seems better somehow for me. And I really appreciated how much she went into it, and like how different people view, you know, some people just kind of throw them in a hole, whatever, I don't care. Like, other people, you know, the heartbreak and everything of losing someone, and the different rituals people have for their dead. This was just phenomenal. Like, I cannot get over how much I loved this. I will be checking out some of her videos. Like I said, I watched one. It was about the Titanic. It was just when I typed her name in on YouTube, that was the very first video that kind of popped up. So I just went with it. But some of her other ones I would like to watch and stuff. I find her absolutely fascinating. The author is the one that does the narration. So hearing her words, you know, from her own mouth was really good. I really liked it. You can hear the emotion in her voice when she talked about really heavy subjects, especially heavy subjects for herself. But you felt that connection, I think, is what it is. And this is just absolutely fascinating. So if you are looking for a nonfiction, and it's not gory, even though she is dealing with death, she does walk you through a lot of the steps. It could be a little much for some people, but she goes into all the detail with a very high sense of respect for the dead. So I really liked that. And it was just, I like it. I keep talking about it. So obviously you can tell I really liked this. This is definitely going on the top, like, surprising books of the year for me. I know I'm only in April, but honestly, of all the books I probably read for the rest of the year, nothing is going to surprise me as much as this, especially because I don't like nonfiction. And a subject that I didn't think would be all that interesting absolutely blew my mind. I even got kind of emotional during parts of this. It was just really well written. The way she handles everything, A+, amazing. Read it, love it. And the cover is absolutely gorgeous, which that is A+. I never thought I was going to get to this book, and I am so glad that I gave it a chance. And to my book swap partner that sent this to me like over a year ago, funny enough, the book swap partner that sent this to me, because she absolutely loved it, we have now been swap partners this April as well, so that worked out really awesome. But yeah, 5 stars, amazing. I obviously can't stop talking about it. So after I finished that, I started another audiobook. I've only gotten a chapter in, but I started The Bone Witch by Rinch Pecco. This is the one that is about a necromancer. She is a witch. She comes from a long line of witches, and she is the first to be what they call a bone witch, which is a necromancer. Like I said, I've only gotten like maybe a chapter in. I don't even think I'm 2 chapters in, and I'm already loving this. The narration is really good. I was really sad that I couldn't get more into this, but yeah, I will be listening to this tomorrow. So there we go. That's what's what. I will check in with you guys. I don't know when. So bye. Hey loves, here with a Saturday update. I managed to get this in before I go off and get tattooed. I'm very excited. Oh my goodness, I've been needing tattoo therapy
since the last time I had a tattoo, which was before coronavirus. So yes, I need my therapy, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait to show you what I get, because I'm so excited for it, because it came out freaking adorable. I could not be happier with the artists and how it came out. But I finished a book today. Yes, at work. I did not finish the book I thought I was gonna finish, which is Night of the Mannequins. I did get a couple pages in last night. I even like laid down in bed early, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to read this. I'm gonna finish it. It's a short book. I can read it in no time. Let's do this. I got like 2 pages in, and next thing I know, I was like waking up with my alarm. I knocked out so hard. Yeah, and I wasn't even that tired. So, and it's not that I'm not liking this. I am really enjoying this. I just need to finish it. I'm gonna try and finish it tomorrow. Like 100% I am finishing this tomorrow. So yes. I did finish though an audiobook at work today, and I loved it. It was so good. The narrator was amazing, and that is The Bone Witch by Rin Chapeko. This follows the story of a young girl named Taya, who she discovers that she is a bone witch, which is a necromancer. Magic in here is not uncommon. People are born with very small magical abilities. Some have more than others, but like all of her sisters and stuff, they have certain powers. But her older brother is killed he is a soldier, and he is killed, and when they bring his body back and they're going to bury it, she gets so grief-stricken that she accidentally brings him back to life, and this is how she discovers that she is a bone witch. And I love their relationship, because when he comes back, it's not like a zombie. He does have emotions and stuff like that. He's tied to her though. Like they can, if she gets hurt, he gets hurt. If he's stressed out, she can feel it. They can kind of connect telepathically as well. They have like a really good connection. I really love the relationship with them. I love brother or sibling relationships that actually feel fleshed out. It's wonderful. It was amazing in here. The other thing is that this world is like it's pretty brutal, like of how everything is handled. Like you've got your different classes and stuff like that, but I loved the storytelling of this, because when we open up, we are at the end of Taya. She's already older. She's in this, she's I think 14 or 15, and when we are being told the story, she's 17, and she has been outcast. We don't know why, and she's telling her story to a man that comes to visit her and find out exactly. He's heard of her and that she's been banished and everything, and he wants to know why. And the more we learn, the more it's like, But I love non-linear storytelling. I love when we start from the end. It's just, it kind of breaks your heart a bit, because you already know what's going to happen to it, but we're also building up to what Taya is planning, because she was outcast for a reason, and we don't quite know. At the end of this one, we still don't know why exactly, but we find out little bits and pieces of what have happened. Like she drops little hints here and there, but the writing is beautiful. Oh my goodness. If you enjoyed Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa, especially I want to say more like second and last book, you will really like this the way it is. The action in here is not a lot, because Taya is still learning, but when we do get those action sequences, they are written really, really well. This is wonderful though. I am so excited to get to the second book. It's on the top of my TBR now to get to, because this was amazing. I loved every second of this. It was just, I could not, it's like I'm sitting there scooping cookies, and I kept stopping because I was just like so invested on what was happening. And like I said, the narrator, her voice is amazing. We have 2 different narrators. We have a narrator, I don't know, it's a man's voice who is interviewing Taya at the end of everything that's happened, and then we have Taya's voice. The narrator for Taya, her voice is beautiful. She has emotion in her voice and just everything. And then they'll see Taya learning, and that, how she's coming up in all of this and everything. And like I said, though, knowing her ending already, I'm so excited, and I want to see exactly what she has planned, because like I said, you can already see like the little hints that she's dropping and the things that she does in the kind of like intermissions of her story. It's like okay, what is she up to? I need to know because it's gonna be badass. And I love this. It was so well written though. I just, Rin Chipeko, you got yourself a new fan because holy crap. And the fact that I literally bought these because of the cover, I didn't even know what they were about, that makes it even better. So beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. And it goes really, really fast. It's super fast paced. It's a really good setup book for a first book because like I said, it is a trilogy. To date, I will be doing my TBR pick for next week. I will post that video on Sunday. It'll be up before this one gets up. But yeah, I will check in with you guys probably tomorrow. And I will show you how my tattoo came out and everything. So take care. Bye. Here with a Monday update. I didn't update Sunday, so I am doing it today to wrap up this week. I did finish a book and I have started my next one, but first, as you saw, I did get my tattoo and oh my goodness, I love it so much. I'm not a bleeder or anything, so I didn't bleed at all and I'm already healing over. I heal really fast from tattoos. I have no idea why, but I do. But yes, I love it. If you don't know, this is a character from the Yellow Submarine. This is a blue meanie. They are the villains of the movie. That movie, honestly, if you haven't seen it or heard of it, don't worry about it. Most people haven't. I saw it for the first time when I was 4 years old. And even now, it is still my absolute favorite movie. It's one of those movies where I could literally sit here and recite the entire movie by heart because I have seen it that many times. It is based around Beatles music. I will say, full disclosure, I did not know who the Beatles were when I first when I first watched the movie at 4 years old. I knew the movie. That was the only Beatles music I knew. Even though my parents listened to the Beatles, I never made the connection because I only knew them from the movie. So yeah, those are the only songs I knew for the majority of a good chunk of my childhood was the soundtrack for Yellow Submarines. I had no idea that the Beatles were the Beatles. So yeah, but it is just a movie that means absolutely the world to me. This whole sleeve is just made up of tattoos where it's just stuff I enjoy. So I already have my next one planned out and hopefully I can get that in the not so distant future. But yes. So on to books. I did finally finish Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. I really liked this. I went with 4 stars. It was a lot of fun. It was exactly what I was hoping for. If I was expecting anything different, I have a feeling this would have probably been a 3-star. But this turned out exactly what I wanted, so I went with 4 stars. This was a lot of fun. It was a total B-horror. If you like cheesy B-horror movies where half of it doesn't make a lot of sense, but then the other half you're just kind of in for the ride, you'll like this. I definitely recommend it. I will be checking out more of his books. I'm going to look for the ones that are similar to this one because I did really, really just enjoy it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm really glad I finally finished it. I still can't believe it took me that long to finish this book, but it was everything was just against me from finishing this damn book. But yeah, it was great. So I did finish that. My next physical book is either going to be, because by the time this is up, you will have already seen my TBR pick for this week. So I'm either going to be going with Baron Nightingale, which was from last week's TBR, or I'm going to be going with Seconds, which is the graphic novel. Graphic novels I get through really fast, and it is a chunker, so I do want to read that one first, and it is kind of heavy, so yeah, I want to get through it as fast as I can, so I'm not lugging it around with me to work every day this week. So that one is my goal. And I've just been dying to read Seconds for years. So there we go. My audiobook right now, which I did not start while I was getting tattooed. I didn't actually end up listening to anything when I was getting tattooed. We were talking the whole time. I did start though today, Children of Time by Adrian Chbosky. This is one of the TBR picks where I had to actually, this was the title of the pick. Like, I didn't have a choice in the matter, but I've been dying to read this. I'm not that far in. The chapters in here are broken up kind of weird. Like, we have chapter 2, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. I'm on chapter 2.5 right now. And I am liking this. This took a very weird but good but terrifying turn already. We are following the story of, there is this crew that have left Earth, and Earth is basically no more. People don't actually even know if it is inhabitable because these people left beforehand. There is a whole thing. I don't want to give too much away, and I honestly can't give too much away because, yeah, I'm not very far in. But Earth is basically uninhabitable anymore, and we have sent off ahead of time and found a planet that is made for us. We are able to live there, but when this crew gets there, they are in for a very, very big surprise. And let me tell you, it is a very, very big surprise because holy crap. I don't want to give it away, but the current occupants of this planet are my deepest fear. I do not like what they are, and it's already creeping me out. But I didn't see that coming at all, so I didn't know very much about this. I've just heard, I've had it recommended, and I've heard a lot of really good things about this one. The second book, not so much, but this one I've heard amazing things about, and I love aliens, and I love sci-fi, and this does have a really heavy hand in the actual science part of sci-fi, which surprisingly to me, I really enjoy actual science in my sci-fi, and it's funny because I don't like science in general. Like, I was terrible at it. It's all the math. Let's be honest, it's just the math of science. But I really like when it has a really heavy hand in the science fiction books because it just it kind of grounds them a little bit. And I really like it, and this is definitely like a space opera type of thing going on. But yeah, the current occupants of that said planet are going to give me nightmares, and I'm actually looking really forward to getting farther in this because I can't wait till we kind of get our clashing of, you know, humans and these lovely, lovely creatures. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into this one more. I'm already really liking it. The audiobook is amazing. And I will say, when it came about what is occupying this planet, I actually did have to like go back and replay that because I'm like, I did not hear that right. I did not hear that right. No, I heard it right. But yeah, it's really good so far. I really like it. The writing is wonderful. Like I said, it has a good amount of actual science in here. The characters, especially one of our main characters who is like the head scientist, she's not very likable. She's very much what you would expect from someone who has basically done all this, and she's got a god complex, and she's total just, I'm amazing and no one's gonna tell me different, and I really like that. I like characters that aren't likable if I know they're supposed to. There's a very thin line to that character. I find a lot of people can't do it right, where they have these characters where, think kind of like anti-hero almost, where they're kind of despicable, but you like them, like you're fascinated. And then you have the ones where most people end up, and that's the ones where it's just like they're either really boring or they're not likable and you don't care about them. But I am liking this. I'm really into this. I cannot wait to get farther in. I'm gonna hopefully make a good dent today, but I don't know. I do want to do a couple videos filming. I got tagged in 2 different videos, so I'm very excited for that. But yeah, so great week so far. I'm starting off Mondays are a weird day for me because it's my Sunday off from work. So technically the end of the week, but kind of the beginning of the week. I don't know. You didn't need all the information, but whatever. Yeah, so there we go. Another week down. Let me know if you read anything awesome this week or anything really bad this week. I had a kind of all over the place. I got a 5-star book with Smoke It's in Your Eyes, and I had an absolute disappointing book that I'm still angry about with The Toll. So I had a little bit of both. I had a lot all over the place, but I read some pretty good books this week, as you saw. So let me know what you read. I will catch up with you guys next week. As always, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe if you are interested. I will drop all those social media links down below. I'm Bobby, and happy reading. Bye. Hey loves, this is Bobby, and I'm here with another vlog. And this is going to be a very weird vlog. There are 2 days where I don't update because you will get into that. So it's kind of short, but within that time I kind of got in quite a few books. So it's kind of all over the place. And I found a new favorite book that absolutely surprised me, and I can't wait to get into that one because it blew my mind. And it was not something that I ever would have picked up on my own, so yay. But yeah, there we go. Let's get into the week. I will catch you at the end. Bye. Okay, so as you saw, I had an interesting week. And I got in quite a few books. I still can't get over how much I loved Smoke It's in Your Eyes. It was phenomenal. So there we go. There's another weekly vlog. There's another weekly vlog. Let me know if you read anything really good this week or anything really bad. Like I said, I love knowing when people don't like books for some reason. It's a thing. But yeah, I hope you had a wonderful week though. As always, I'm Bobby. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe. I will drop all those social media links down below. Take care and happy reading. Bye.